ran out a couple different mods, so I'm not sure how this interface is gonna stay, but we'll see.
More time off than I like.
Praise Vivek!
This is the person who helped me at the tomb, my lord.
Lord Vivek, we don't need the help of this outlander.
Oh hush, Archcanon Thomas. Outlanders have their usefulness, and this one intrigues me.
As you say, I'll be in my office if you need me.
Step forward, friend of Lavul, and let us speak. Canon Level, I have ordinators in armigers at my... Good. I need assistance to investigate the situation that the Daedric Prince, Lavul's ancestor, assured me.
Got it from a long time ago. Never really played it after the beta, so...
Ah, Outlander. Lord Vivek. Ah, yes. Despite my objections, Vivek, you receive a simple errand in the service of... Ah, if you had... Even if I told you, you wouldn't comprehend it. Lord Vivek sees something. Offend me.
There I am, skipping through a bunch of these. I've played through the beginning a few times already. Try and find a character that I like. Just not entirely sure yet, so... This way. That was a cool looking bear. I did not opt for the deluxe version, so I did not get a mount.
This project has been nothing but our... Lord Viv, I appreciate it.
Okay. Gotta go in here, rescue some of these guys from under the rubble. Rubble.
Thank you. I'll go tell the... Help! Please, someone help me!
I thought I was going to die under them. Oh, thanks for saving me.
So, if anybody out there is watching and is looking for newbies to join their guild, send me a message. I'm at LNWLF on this game. So, oh man, that guy's got a wolf mount. That's cool. I totally want a wolf mount.
Praise Vivek! The Outlander returns.
Alright, want me to... Oh, that guy's got a pet panther. That's cool.
Hear the words of the warrior poet and reveal the source of Lord Vivek's distress. Something interfered with the ritual, my lord. But we may have learned something.
So,
excuse me while I compare the results to our previous
BDO.
research.
Definitely, I think better graphics than WoW, obviously.
Between the
different
cryptic
style.
we learn from images. Listen well and speak. The ritual confirmed my word. Some might have. Yes. While Archcanon Talbus has I care little. At first, let us not dwell. They always charge.
Digging the graphics a little bit, I think. I'm not sure yet. I really didn't. You guys are gonna hate me, but I really did not like Skyrim. I didn't like the interface, so I'm glad that this is not exactly like Skyrim. But up my health because I want to kind of be a tank on him. So we'll see how this works. Doing a piercing javelin. What's this do? Cast, hurl your spear at an enemy with godlike strength, stunning them from knocking it back 8 minutes. I don't know that I want to do that. Solar flare. Solar energy heave at an enemy dealing magic damage grants you empower and increase damage action. That's not bad, okay. Restoring light or heal. It's another heal. I already have 1 heal. How this works yet. I don't know what this R is for over here either. I'm gonna do some research. I think I might pick up Juggernaut. I mean, Resolve here. Seems like it's probably a passive. Yeah, it's a passive. So I'm gonna pick that up. I'm thinking that'll help me with tanking. I don't know. We'll see. I guess apparently you can reset a lot of this stuff throughout the game. So we'll see. Let's just decrease health and enhancement. Healing done by 6%. I think I'm gonna go ahead and enhance these. So we're gonna enchant these, enhance them, and then I think we're gonna wear these. Alright. I'd like to pick up a shield. I don't have a shield right now. I don't know that I want to use staves, but I'm wearing a helmet. I think I'm good. I'm gonna mark these as junk to sell. Might use it. Hang on to those weapons. I'm not sure what I want to do with them. Alright, then we're gonna mark that as junk. Mark as junk. That for now. So I need to pick up some more gear because I don't have a whole lot. Do I even have like an iron girdle, iron pants, and iron helmet? Alright, so I'm living the iron life right now. Pick up some different shoes and some other stuff. Right. This is apparently a mod. So I'm not gonna mess around with that yet until I figured it out. Alright, now talk to the Archon, so I gotta go back out here. I don't know if this is like media where you share a bank or not, or how that works.
I performed that ritual. How do you know about it? It's true. I'm much better at scholarly pursuits. I researched what I could. I believe the House Redder. I have no idea. Savage. I traced tendrils.
Alright, so we got all that. I'm not going to do any side quests yet. I'm just going to kind of follow the main thing. I did pick up some side quests on the other characters. But, I just want to kind of focus here for now. So what do we got all here? I need general goods merchant, so I'm gonna go sell this junk. Can we mark that as a waypoint? No. I guess not. Okay, so we just kind of have to kind of do our own thing. That guy. This merchant must be in here. Alright, so it's the Tailor and Dyer's Hall. What's this? Brewmonger's and Fisherman's Hall. Tanners and miners, farmers. I'm like, wow, okay. I don't think this is where I want to be. So we're gonna go back up. I thought it said there was a merchant around here, but maybe I was wrong. This is where that's where I just was, wasn't it? This looks like this might be a tavern, so I'm gonna go in here. Or Wasteworks, maybe it's not a tavern. General goods, okay, so there's general goods merchant. An outlaw's refuge, I don't need to sell anything there. Excuse me. So, I'm gonna go out here and go right.
I served in the House Guard before I
You're a ray of sunshine on a gray and dismal day. Come on in.
Now, how do we sell all junk? X. I'm gonna do repair all. Okay, what do they got here?
Well, that's done. Now,
I thought that there was something that said you could rent a room at the tavern. Maybe I did not read that right. Or maybe you did.
you have a look about you. Some sort of quality that's rare to find. And trust me, I'm never wrong about these sort of things. Can I interest you in a room at the local inn? Actually, look, empty rooms are just bad for business. The upkeep alone costs me more than the place is worth. But I think we can come to a sort of arrangement. And not the sort of arrangement that involves a few drinks, let me be clear about that. I need someone to improve the reputation of my properties. A hero type who people look up to. And I have a feeling about you. You've done something great and are probably on the way to do something greater. Seems like we can help each other here. Yeah, all right. Details. I can see how this might be a bit sketchy, but don't worry. The inn room is well kept, conveniently located. I know you adventuring types wanting a home in every town. This would be a nice addition to your holdings. No catch. I just need someone to freshen up my image. And my gut tells me you're the one to do that. As long as you're not planning on turning it into a skooma den or an outlaw's refuge, the room is all yours. Oh, sure. You can set up some crafting stations, house your pets, display any treasures or trophies you've come upon in your adventures. Hey, you can even set up a target dummy to practice combat. Just don't demolish the place and we're good. Excellent. You won't regret this decision, I swear. Here's the deed and key to the room. Took me a while, but I finally was able to take them back from the last tenant. Required more time in the sewers than I had hoped for, but hey, that's business. Hope the room is to your liking. With your reputation, I'm sure you shouldn't have any trouble with the neighbors. If you do, remember death threats are not the way to go. Had a spot of trouble when my last tenant started sending those out. Nope, just make yourself at home. Spruce things up a bit. Honestly, I can't wait to see how you arrange the place. Hopefully you'll end up with a few less Daedric shrines than another former tenant of mine. Like 0. 0's a good number. Oh, what a relief. I can't tell you how hard it is to wash bloodstains off of cobble floors. But that's not even the worst of it. I've had tenants cram their rooms with the wildest things. Mounts, foliage, assistants. I mean, it's an in-room. I own this and several other properties throughout Tamriel. It pays to diversify. Of course, that means I've got to look out for a variety of troubles, too. But hey, no one ever said the real estate business was easy.
Alright, so I've got a room, apparently. Okay. So I can travel to it? Interesting. Oh, it's just a little room. Let's hit F5 and see what we get. This is the pet I got for doing the beta. Okay. Okay, so basically I can put it down, I guess. Interesting. Alright, well, that was that. So 5 Texan. Guess there's a bunch of people that live in that room. Alright, so I have to remember where this is. So we can come back here. Sold some stuff. I guess they are not friendly with the constabulary.
It's fun when you don't have a breath.
Alright, so now.
Like fire, advice.
Where's the quests? I'm supposed to go to Belmora now. So we've set our destination. How do we get down from here? Jump. Do I have to literally go inside to get down? That doesn't make any sense. I should be able to jump. What's this dude want?
This is bad. This is very... You look well-traveled, friend. Are you, by chance, going to Sadrith Mora? I can make it worth your while. Opportunity. Or that's what I thought, until I angered de Veyfair by failing to deliver the special mushrooms he ordered on time. Lost the shipment. Now I'm in a bind. I have the mushrooms, but I'm afraid Fair will evaporate me for late delivery. You aren't at fault for the late delivery, so Fair shouldn't do anything to you. Won't do anything to you, I mean. I guarantee.
Just want to get down from here.
What is it?
There we go.
This is never going to end, is it?
Alright, I am back. Let's use our waypoint. Log out. So... Excuse me. Are we almost there? No, that's the place that I was at before. Oh, we got a ways to go. Okay. A shroom beetle, huh? Man, sorry, my throat is a little, what the heck is that? Some kind of dinosaur chicken? Well, that's interesting. Let's kill this thing. I feel like maybe I do a little more damage on this guy. Ooh, knocked me down. Well, no, not so bad. I don't know that I care much for the fact that I can't I feel like it's limiting some movement that I would like. But then again, you know, where I can jump over basically everything. Right place. Seems like I took a wrong turn. This way. Okay. I'm liking the graphics so far. I really wish that really wish that I was able to move around a little bit better. I got a whisper or something. I heard a sound. I don't know what it was.
You there, Outlander. I have a proposition for you. So I was right. You're a sword for hire. Excellent. My name is Marlo Rethan of House Hlalu, and I have a proposition for you. I need someone to investigate what's going on in the Vasia Didanat ebony mine. Piqued your interest, have I? Capital. My brother Benar and I share ownership of the mine, but I suspect he's hiding something from me. The little weasel's even locked down the entrance. Only his personal guards are allowed inside. There are only 2 keys to the mine. Benar keeps one in our manor house. The other is carried by the mine's foreman, Nox. I want you to procure a key, either one, and then search the mine for any sign of mischief. Report back with your findings. Foreman Nox is somewhere in Balmora. Should be simple enough to pluck the key from his pockets. Or, if you prefer burglary, you could take my brother's key from the desk in his study. Our manor is just up the hill to the west of town. My dear brother prefers to keep our roles in the business separate. He runs the mine while I handle the finances. He doesn't interfere with my work, nor I his. That's the agreement. Oh, I have, but Benar tells me nothing. It's just secure more buyers and hire more workers. He gets dreadfully annoyed when I press him about my concerns. Like, why do we need so many miners? Even the townsfolk are starting to talk about that. You haven't heard the rumors? The cursed mine of Vasia Didanot, they call it. They go in, but they don't come out. Just inane ghost stories, truth be told. But if the rumors persist, it could soil our reputation. Well, the mine has underperformed for years. I'd actually considered selling it. Until recently, that is. Ebony has been pouring out of the mine these past few months. And normally, I'd be overjoyed, but that's also when Benar became distant. Anything out of the ordinary. I don't suppose you'd know the difference between pure ebony and... Never mind. Just give the mine a good look and keep an eye out for mischief. If you find anything odd, bring it back with you. I have many important clients that depend on the success of this mine. They'll hold me personally responsible if anything isn't correct. I'd like to avoid that kind of unpleasantness.
Alright, so we picked up another mission. Let's see where we're going now. I should get that way shrine. Looks like
it. The Mages Guild could use a recruit of your caliber. We should talk. Trade will continue no matter how many.
This one has what you need.
Keep your eyes on the skies.
I can't believe they want us to go outside the house. You look like the traveling sort. In your excursions, have you perchance come upon a young dark elf named Vea? She went missing a couple of weeks ago and her father desperately seeks any information regarding her whereabouts. That's a shame. Her father, Eris, the house counselor here in Balmora, promises that anyone who can find his daughter and return her safely you should speak to Counselor Eris. He's opened the kin house to interview potential recruits. Freelancers, as it were. If you're interested, go speak to the counselor. The longer Vea remains missing, the more distressed Counselor Eris becomes. Counselor Eris can be found at the Redoran Kin House, and do hurry. He's ever so troubled by our failure to locate young Veya. If he finds that an outsider can succeed where the House Guard has failed, so be it. I have no issue with Councillor Eris seeking help. It's where he's decided to get that help that concerns me. House Redorin doesn't need outsiders to take care of its business. But who am I to question a House Councillor? Fair. How can anyone not know about House Redorin? Is this some sort of Outlander ruse? Well, in that case, Redorin is the grandest of the great Dunmer houses. We champion the virtues of duty and piety, and we have a proud military tradition. Our house comes first in all things. I don't understand why Eris seeks outside help. If I knew what happened to the Councillor's daughter, I wouldn't be talking to you now, would I? As far as we can tell, she left of her own accord. There wasn't any foul play involved that we're aware of. Beyond that, you'd have to ask the Councillor. Councillor Eris Relith oversees Redorin operations in Balmora and the surrounding countryside. He's very influential, very powerful. Usually, the Councillor doesn't allow his passions to get the better of him. But Veya is his daughter, after all.
Could you spare some gold? A little food? Perhaps a fine pair of shoes? Food sates me and clothing protects me, but gold gives me a choice. Saint Veloth illustrated the value of choice when he differentiated the good things. Blessings of the three upon you.
Don't know that I had the gold to give, but hey, why not?
The fire's warm.
Sinalu, one...
I love seeing new faces. For a while, it was just the same old miners and the occasional traveling merchant. Thought Carolyn might have to shut this place down. Look at me talking your ears off. What can I get you? At first, I assumed it was the usual house squabbles. Redoran and Hlaalu arguments can get pretty heated. Then I thought maybe the Ashlanders were scaring people off. But after that proclamation... No, I'd rather not talk about that with a string. I like the color of your gold, Outlander. Just between us, I heard the House Guard shut down the Shulk ore mine. Something to do with violent cultists who attacked the miners and took over the place. Even got the crew chief, or so I heard.
Your custom is welcome here.
You could buy a fella a drink.
What?
Hello.
Please, if you just listen.
Take care of yourself.
I'm in need of a strong set of legs, traveler. And you look like one capable of protecting yourself. Will you aid? I have an obligation to my family. No, a duty of utmost importance. But I have grown too feeble to fulfill it. It allows one to archive memories for future generations. I hope to do this for my children, who have grown estranged. I thank you for your aid. Fewer than ever are willing to aid their elders in these troubled times. Now I suppose the distance with my children is my fault, not theirs. Ah, yes. Mills. My son has never really forgiven me for never being here for them. He's a stranger in my own home. No, nary less than Mills. But both my children grew up largely on their own. My duties to Master Drennan consumed a great deal of my time. Mills especially grew up with Neria and no one else. He despises me, and I don't blame him. You'll know soon enough, as will they, I hope. I failed them as a father, but they are safe, aren't they? I kept them safe. I cannot travel with you, But I have attuned this stone to my soul. When you use it at the locations I've marked, it will summon echoes of things that once occurred there. The stone absorbs these echoes, allowing others to view them. It is a rare gem. Once, long ago, Redguard warriors carried them into battle. One of the most famous was a sword singer in the First Age, Makeleleki. No historians will cherish my thoughts, certainly, but perhaps my children will come to in time. I purchased it from my master, Drenham, a Telvanni mage of middling repute. I have served him for how long? Many, many years. For as long as I can remember. I will serve him until I die, no doubt. But that will not be long now.
The Councillor has his priorities all out of sorts. The real threat lies to the south. House Hlaalu encroaching on ancestral Redoran lands. Building settlements even. I saw this coming ever since we let Fort Firemoth go fallow. Let your guard down even a little and those Hlaalu scribs will snatch away all they can.
Customers are always welcome.
Yes? Is there something I can do for you? My daughter has been gone too long and the house guard can't seem to find a wall in the corner. But why should I trust you with this task? Tell me, Outlander, how can you succeed when my forces continue to fail time and time again? An interesting insight. Perhaps you can find my daughter. Veya can handle herself, but the father worries, you understand? Anyway, Veya fled after a family disagreement. She's run away before, but I'm concerned that she might have something more permanent in mind this time, and more dangerous. Veya knows how to evade the house guard, but as you said, she doesn't know you. Captain Briven oversees the house's attempt to locate my daughter. You should speak to him and see what his investigation has already turned up. He's probably patrolling the town square at this time of day. Briven's soldiers have been trying to get information out of Veya's friends. But those young men and women are almost as good at avoiding the house guard as my daughter. That is a private matter. If your investigation proves fruitful, and such matters become relevant, we can discuss the particulars then, but not before. Like my daughter, my wife has a mind of her own. What the two of you discuss is your own affair. Just understand that I haven't employed you to solve my family's problems. I only need you to find my daughter. Veya has always been fascinated by the Morag Tong. Even admired one of their agents when she was growing up. It's possible she sought refuge with this agent, or even decided to join the organization. Though I hope I'm wrong about that. The Morag Tong? They're an ancient guild of assassins sanctioned by the Tribunal to carry out honorable writs of execution. Ostensibly, they're supposed to keep the houses from resorting to all-out war. But I still find the practice barbaric. Someone of no consequence, and not at all important to accomplishing your mission. Besides, you don't find Morag Tong agents, they find you. Just pray it's not because your name wound up on one of their writs. That is a death sentence.
Alright.
May I be of service?
Not now, Outlander. If you need some sort of assistance, go find one of the House Guard. You must be one of the freelancers the Council employed to supplement the duties of the House Guard. Very well. I'll tell you what I know. Veya ran away. Again. I hope you can succeed when my troops have failed. If anything happens to Veya... I've known the Relith family since I was a child. Veya is like a sister to me, and I'll do everything in my power to get her home safe and sound. Even trust an Outlander. We think her friends may know where she is, but they keep eluding us. Perhaps, as long as you don't get too close. They've been running notes of late. I think it has something to do with Veya, but the runners keep evading my guards. Look for a group meeting on the other side of town, and see if you can follow the note. When you find Veya's friends, remember to keep your distance. You just want to spot the note carrier and follow him to whoever's receiving these messages. That's the key to locating Veya. If you can't do it, don't worry. The house can handle it. Veya's a born warrior. Hard-headed, stubborn, a real pain in the ass. She can fight like an angry netch, though. I keep trying to get her to join the militia, and she always turns me down. That's not my tale to tell. If Councillor Eris or his wife won't speak of the troubles his family has had to deal with in recent weeks, maybe you can ask Veya, if and when you find her. We started to notice groups of young dark elves gathering in out-of-the-way parts of the city. One of my guards saw them pass a note between them, but they split up and she lost them in the back alleys. Could be a love poem or a recipe for Kwama cream cocktail. But we suspect it's the way Veya has been keeping tabs on what's been happening in the city. Look, it may amount to nothing, but the note could give us a lead on where to find Veya.
Stupid dog. What happened? Let me see. Leave it alone. There's something strange about that dog. I just tried to pet it. Damn dog bit me.
Hang the son of a Gua!
What? What is it?
I guess I failed. Interesting.
Get this letter to Trevis. It's important. Just don't let House Redoran get their hands on it. If you think you're being followed, find a place to hide. Good luck.
Stay away from me, I'm warning you! You won't get this note!
Ah, darn it. Lost them.
Do you make a habit of randomly accosting people while they fish? I don't see how that's any of your business. I've nothing to say to my father or those his Telvanni master employs. Whatever this is about, it's no concern of mine. My father managed to leave me out of his life. He can leave me out of his problems, too. You want to talk? My sister Neri...
Get this letter to Trevis. It's important. Just don't let House Redoran get their hands on it.
I guess I can try it again.
If you think you're being followed, find a place to hide. Good luck. Come, have a drink with me.
Ah, saw me. Bugger.
We should drink to something.
Get this letter to Trevis. It's important. Just don't let House Redoran get their hands on it. If you think you're being followed, find a place to hide. Good luck.
Well done. This should help us determine what happened to Vea's brother. Hello, can I help you? Wait a moment. You're one of those hirelings House Redoran pays to harass us simple folk. Look, all Vea wants to do is to find out what happened to her brother. Too bad the house doesn't seem to care a swit about any of that. Vea wants nothing to do with the house or her father. Why can't any of you respect that? Even if I wanted to help, I haven't seen Vea since she snuck out of town. We communicate by notes, and this one isn't even about her. If you must know, it concerns Vea's brother. He was an officer in the House Guard before he vanished without a trace. We've been trying to help Vea find him. A local tough, goes by the name of Ashur. He delivers the letters. We usually meet him outside of town to the northeast. But good luck trying to get any information out of him. Ashur is not known for his conversational skills. I think we're done here, don't you? I told you where to find Ashur. He's been passing our notes on to Vea. Just to the north and east, outside of town. Or is this your way of offering to save me a trip, since you're headed his way? You think I'm just going to tell you all our secrets, Outlander? Well, that's not going to happen. I won't betray Thea.
Stupid dog.
What happened? Let me see.
I just tried to pet it. Damn dog bit me. Leave it alone.
My, you look like a well-traveled individual. If you're looking to give your mount a well-deserved rest, you've come to the right place. We know how to pamper a loyal Guar in Balmoral. My father? Oh no, has he taken a fall? Or did he ask you to do something for him? He's been declining of late, and I'm afraid he's not entirely in his right mind. Oh, Mills. He was so young when Mother passed. I've tried to explain that Father had to work to keep a roof over our heads, but it's been difficult. I raised Mills myself while Father was away, which was often. He's never forgiven Father for that. Oh, yes. Father is well regarded among the Telvanni Masters, even though he's never aspired to be one himself. Master Drennan trusts him implicitly, and if you know anything about the Telvanni, that's impressive on its own. They don't trust easily. I'm afraid I don't know. All he's been able to tell me is that part of his contract with Master Drennan forbids him from disclosing any of the Master's business, even to his own children. Whatever he's doing, I'm certain it's important. I wish he'd... Thank you for letting me know about the art. I wish he didn't have to work so much. Master Drennan pays well, but sometimes I worry he will work Father to death. He's just so tired all the time. Even when he finds time away, Mills refuses to see him, and I know that hurts him dearly. I did for a bit, after Mother died. I didn't understand why Father couldn't be with us until I grew up and learned how hard it is to keep a family housed and fed. Now I appreciate all Father's sacrifices for us. I just wish Mills could see it.
You shouldn't be here. Didn't you read the House Redoran proclamation? I wouldn't be here myself, but some of my miners are still in there. Our mine was invaded by violent cultists. They showed up and just took the place over. My people are trapped. I'm no expert, but it looked like the cultists were preparing to conduct a ritual before the Ashlander interrupted them. Well, I never actually saw an Ashlander, but I heard a cultist yell, "Ashlander thief! That's our mystical weapon!" That's not an exact quote, but you get the idea. I don't know what happened after that. I was kind of busy trying not to die. It used to be an ore mine, and we hope it will be again. My crew was inside preparing to start up mining operations when the cultists attacked. The way things are going, we might just have to turn the place into another Kwama egg mine. Probably because I heard one of them say, "With this ritual we'll call forth a mystical weapon and attain the power of a god," or something along those lines. Look, I was just trying to get me and my miners out of there when the Ashlanders showed up. Really? That's awfully brave of you. If you see any of my miners, tell them to get their arses out here. I'll wait as long as I can. Or until I hear screaming. Then I'll go to Balmora and try to find some help. Good luck.
Not being able to jump up stuff is really annoying.
He hears voices in his head. Don't worry, baby.
mine belongs to us now!
Man! really sure what I'm supposed to be doing.
Did you find what you were looking for in the mine? Of course. I perfectly understand. I think I'll wait a little longer and see if any...
Ah, another member of our ranks. It's times like these when I love the Fighters Guild. What's the Fighters Guild? What rock did you just crawl out from under? We're an elite fighting force with allegiance to no one but our fellow guild members. You look like you'd be good in battle. What do you say? Want to join the guild? Why, we fight, of course. It practically says it all right in our name. Seriously, someone has to deal with the Daedric menace and protect the common folk from the creatures. Reward? You mean besides the thrill of battle and the glory that accompanies it? Our members can learn special techniques, and as you advance in rank, the Guildmaster might call upon you to deal with important missions. Then welcome aboard, and let me be the first to say what a fine addition to the guild you're going to make. With you at our side, we'll have the Daedra on the run in no time.
How can I help you?
Halt!
Let's drink to the ladies.
You killed one of my gang, Swit. No writ will protect you from us.
Feeling left out? I'm sure I can procure a writ for
That's
each of
it! Kill the Morag Tong and any witnesses!
I'll just take my leave. No use getting my axe.
Aid me!
I had that situation under control. Just needed them to make the first hostile move. Still, I cleaned enough blood off my axes for one day, so thanks for lending a hand. You were you? Was it Melissa? I told her I'd close out my tab after I completed another contract. That woman has the patience of an anxious Nyx. Well, tell her I'm good for it. I'll stop by and we can conclude our business cordially. Veya? The new apprentice? Now why in Oblivion do you care about Veya? Are you now? And why do you want to do that? Never mind, I don't really care. I was asked to pass along some notes, but I'm not really the messenger type. I suggest you talk to Veya's mentor. Last I heard, she had a job in the Western Ruins. Make sure you don't anger Veya's mentor, or even look at her the wrong way. She's grown surprisingly protective of that young woman, and if she thinks you pose a danger... Besides, I'd hate to see you wind up on the wrong end of one of our writs. You know, the usual buyer's remorse. I see a lot of that in my line of work. Turns out, I had to kill a bad man who did bad things. The writ was legal and above board. Unfortunately, his brother didn't see it that way and was looking for revenge. Oh, you make it sound so obscene. Still, that's pretty much an accurate description. But it's not like I work for the Dark Brotherhood or anything. I don't kill anyone without a sanctioned writ. Keeps the great houses in line. It's a calling. I'd rather not. She's particular about her secrets, and I don't want to get on a bad side. You should keep that in mind too if you plan to continue on this course. Veya's mentor usually sticks to the rules, but I wouldn't turn my back on her.
Gilan, look! A Dwemer gear. It's in remarkably good condition.
Yes, wonderful. I'll mark it down.
And here, another. Could these have fallen off the ruins?
Yes, that is peculiar.
Is something the matter, dear? You seem distracted today.
Oh, nothing's the matter. I'm nervous.
Whatever for. If anything attacks us, I'll protect you.
I'm not nervous about an attack, Bravura. It's just... well... there's no good way to say this. response I hoped for.
Elon, of course I'll marry you. I love you. I just think something more dramatic.
Well, I planned to propose to the falls, but today we didn't go to the falls. I had to improvise.
And this is why you've been so nervous.
Yes. Wait. Did you just agree to marry me?
Yes, Keelan. 12 times yes. My dear, distracted, adorable archivist, I will marry you.
That's wonderful!
Isn't it?
Oh, Bravura, you won't regret this. You are the stars to my sky.
Did you just come up with that?
Well, no. I've been saving it for the right time.
Alright, I think I'm done with this for a bit.